Hello, this is Alex with Grow How. I promised in an earlier video that I would show you on an ash next door what causes trees to split. I couldn't get enough lighting, so I'm here with a honey locust. Now, I want you to look at this. We've got two large trunks that come down together, and you'll notice in there, they're kind of squished together. Now, if you come out here, you'll see that as you follow this down, they've been squished together for a while. You see that bark it's hard to see on a camera, so you don't have the 3D, but it's turned down in. See how that goes in, where the trees meet? That is actually supposed to go the opposite direction. It is supposed to be pointed outward. I should be able to have just a line of bark there that we call a branch bark ridge. That means that the new tissue is knitting together and becoming strong when that pokes out. When it's inward like this, it means it's competing against each other and it's pushing against each other, and it's not tied together. In this case, this tree is clearly not tied together. Now, this is up in Utah County where I have access on a regular basis. Let's move around. Look on the other side. And so I keep an eye on this one. That could always break, even though I'm keeping an eye on it. But see right here, even though this bark goes in, this part's fairly well attached. You don't get the sense that there's a gap there. But if you look down here, there's no way that bark is attaching properly. And that is a sign of a branch that's going to split. And I know it'll happen eventually if this tree gets old enough, unless action is taken. Now up here, you'll see there is some inward looking growth here, but it does knit together. So this tree's not really standard, but you see up here, it's got bark that pokes out. That's an indication. I'm trying not to go too fast here because that is really dizzying when I do that on the videos. See right here, you've got those chunks of bark showing outward. It means the trees are knitting together, and that's a strong connection. This happens mostly in branches that are similar size. You'll notice those are similar size. I have to worry about those because they're similar size, and that one. Now, I married into the family about 10 to 20 years too late to really have an effect on this tree. This is my father-in-law's tree. You'll see a lot of videos out here of different things. But if you have a tree that's doing that when it's young, you have a chance to keep it from splitting. As it gets older, it gets more and more difficult. And the reality is eventually I'm going to have to take one of these leaders out or the other if the tree lives that long, which it's pretty healthy, so it might. One of the things I'll be doing hopefully this year is I'm going to be reducing some growth on one of these main branches and trying to encourage the other one to become more dominant. And then I'll slowly take out the weaker branch and slowly take out the weaker branch. On a big tree like this, that's a 10-year project, and I'm not sure how much focus I'll be able to have on that, but I can safely start it now, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully, if anybody else comes to work on these trees, they will see what I'm doing and see what the plan is. If you have any questions, please use the comments below. Would love to have you subscribe and follow us. There's a lot to learn in every garden, and I'm still learning myself. So I'd really love to have you come out and we can learn together. Thanks for coming along, and Manana.